says it shall hear and rule in all cases of conflict of laws or interest between the national administration on one hand and local chapters and all individual members of the other hand, and which cannot be resolved by the parties concerned. G, it shall have the power to investigate and reprimand any elected officer or board member for several branches of trust, such as embezzlement, blah, 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 blah. The board or director therefore exercise if judiciary duty as per the Constitution provisions. Honorable former commissioners, in your response to the mandate, you wrote a letter signed by Mr. Stanley Fly and approved by Chairperson Madam Amelia Bear, and the press release signed solely by Mr. Gibson W. Jeru of Gross in subordination to the National Board of Directors on March 17 and 19, 2023, respectively. You want me to repeat that?
No.
All right. So, they say the chairperson, a press release signed solely by Mr. Gibson W. Jeru of Gross in subordination to the National Board of Directors on March 17 and 19, 2023, respectively. The reference paragraph of the letter in question are quoted below. Honorable Chairman and Election Commission is independent as we know ourselves to be, whether in agreement with or without anyone, including the board. If we are to run a free, fair, and truly transparent elections, having been duly elected by the General Conference of the GGA and sworn to adhere to the Grand Guinea Constitution, the Commission refuses to allow Facebook podcasts to have preeminence over supreme laws. You must either provide the official convention attorney's record for the last four convention, 2017, 18, 19, and 2022, or you respectfully withdraw your letter and let the Election Commission proceed with electoral process undisturbed. Let's be clear, the GGA Election Commission is not adhere to your mandate to extend the period for replacement of aspirants who were disqualified on constitutional ground, as we gave all teams ample time to have done that. The failure to have done so is on them, and we will not permit such failure to breach the electoral timetable that was set. Additionally, the wordings of the press release are another gross insubordination and disrespectful to the board. The National Board of Directors therefore has no other alternative but to impeach and replace the Election Commission with immediate effect. Below are reasons for the immediate impeachment and subsequent replacement. The former Election Commissioner failure or refusal to carry out the mandate of the National Board of Directors from the finding in a violation of Article 5, Section 3G, and is considered gross ineptitude in the discharge of the duties of the former Election Commission. 2, the gross insubordination as contained in your letter to the National Board of Directors and warnings of the press release solely signed by Mr. Gibson W. Jeru. On numerous occasions, you have addressed the National Board of Directors with blatant disregard from the genesis of your commission, knowing that the board is charged with constitutional responsibility of check and balance. The National Board of Directors therefore orders that the former Election Commission halt the conduct of all electoral activities, desist from posting as GGA Election Commission. The board wishes to thank you for your service to the people of Grand Guinea County. Sincerely yours, Omika Kala.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
God, Jesus Grand Guinea Association. What?
So, Mr. Maturi, you heard a letter and then you were opportune today to talk to Mr. Jeru. You asked him some questions.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what do you make of the reading and then comparing it to what the former commission said on Freeman's show?
Well, gentlemen, good evening again. For giving me the opportunity to be able to contribute to your show that is progressing. Hopefully, more people will come on to listen. But because this is one place I can come to express my view without any interference,
No.
and
You're
as
welcome.
long I'm using the rightful language.
Yes, yes, yes.
So again, I'm so happy, that Gibson came back hastily to this country. One thing I would say, we all agree upon that we kind of be elaborating on the couple of days for a while ago now, that we all agree that Gibson Jeru today were able to underline that it is within the mandate, the constitutional mandate of the board to remove anybody they deem that were not doing the job right. Any elected officer it is in the right of the national board to remove an election officer and to make appointment where the national conference is not around. Those two things we agree to them according to our constitutions. Now, our point of contention here, and I was glad that Mr. Goa was able to go on the show today where I felt he was a little bit corner because he couldn't actually come out to answer some of the questions that gave you answering him. For some reason, he started to kind of murmur here and there. Trust me, Mr. Goa got some stuff right from the beginning. Especially he has underlined, he stressed on this show over and over and other shows that it was in the constitutional mandate of the board to remove these guys. Any elected officer where I felt at the beginning at that time, I felt there was too much ambiguity when it comes to elected officers, especially I felt any person that is given a chance to run the electoral affair of our organization to be free of any interference. But our constitution did not say that. So because our constitution did not say that, we follow that. We agree to that, and I'm glad. And I'm frank to say here tonight, yeah, we all agree to that. Since our constitution did not say that, we will follow and adhere to that. But I believe in the near future, we should all go back to the board, to the convention, or to the conference to be able to underline, to make that distinction between the two entity. Now, well, we've been saying from time immemorial, it is because of the bias and the prejudice that this board had. They couldn't wait. They were trigger happy to take decisions where they went wrong, totally wrong. Now people are looking at them like the people. Now all the theories that we've been having that the board has been the Achilles heels of this organization. They have been ruining the progress of the organization. Everything is coming to the fore today. Because if you look at the way the men carry out everything, I'm not going to speak to their little secret of trying to make Idepoa the only candidate, or make Idepoa is selecting people that Beatrice Swan, who is connected to Idepoa, because I've delivered, we talked about that extensively. So I'm not going to go back to that. But look at the way they carry out the thing. Those guys are sound, educated guys. Even Con, Papa Asafa, those are not novices when it comes to our constitution. But this thing was done deliberately just to influence the outcome of this particular election. Is there anywhere in our constitution that states you will remove anybody from office because of gross insubordination? And my brother was there, we were trying to talk about something ineptitude. No, those two things, they don't correlate. They did not. Are you saying that they lack any ability to carry on their functions? Because that was gross. Please look at ineptitude again. And ineptitude is in our constitution that gave them the right, but they did not display any form of ineptitude. You can't tell me that says apology there or Jason Jeru, those guys are inept. You can't speak. You have no ground to say that. You can't even say that. And now it was underlined in a particular letter that the board wrote that it was because of gross insubordination. Who are you guys? Are you a deity? Are you guys goddess? Are you God? That somebody came to be gross display gross insubordination? Does that give you any right in our constitution to say because the person didn't respect you? Are you a god? Are you guys God over there that we should be worshiping? Because the man of this, you should have followed the right procedure. Go if you have any problem with people run the national or talk to the grievances committee and go by our constitution. But because the prejudice was so much, the ego, I always say the thing, the ego so supersede the blur, the connection to do the right thing. Because it was so hard. Because that's the order of the day in our community. In peace. In peace. The board has the power. In peace. You see now where we are today? If they are taking their time to go say, listen, we're not gonna impeach you guys based on this, but you go back to the board. Let's go back to the board, or you look at this thing here. You go back and see if you can follow the constitution and see. Okay, you know what? So we don't have any records for the convention. You go back and you call everybody, but we want you to follow the letter of the law. You want you to go by the constitution. You go back and interview everybody. You got you do whatever you can do to make sure these people, whether that video evidence or whether that ticket, you do what you can do to get whether they attend the convention or not. But to come and mandate, people say, oh, you know what? We mandated you to disqualify this person. That is not in our constitution. And you, Mr. Tawo, you agree to all these things today.
Yeah, that's the reason I want to have this this show and to clarify those things.
Yes. So some give you time and you spoke now. It is our turn to speak.
I hope we agree to agree to disagree or disagree to agree, because I underline all these things here that the board is in gross error or terminating the people. So right now, after you guys are you have your deliberation, I want you to see how we can find a resolution. What can we do? I wanted to talk about how can we move forward, knowing that the board is in gross error or the way they follow up. Because if you look at the whole board, the entire board, one question I wanted to ask the guy today. The entire board, the legal term has expired.
Yeah, hold on first now.
Let us respond to that. Today,
we'll give you time so you feel now, then lay back and listen to us more. Let's share the 15 minutes. You get 5 minutes, you get 5, I got 5. Then the show go on. But I'm on you back.
Already.
All right. Go ahead, Mike.
Mr. Matode, it is true that when I went on Mr. Freeman show, Gayson made an exception, and what I really went there for is to highlight the fact that Gayson did not disagree that the board has the right, but he was quoting technical and procedural, errors on the part of the board. And one of the things that Gayson quoted, and I continue to say, if the board did it, that is wrong because it's not constitutional. He said the board impinged them for cross insubordination. And I agree with Gayson that cross insubordination is not impeachable offense on our constitution.
Thank you.
Now, unfortunately for us, Gayson spewed misinformation in the public.
And that was?
The board impeached them for they said below our reasons for the immediate impeachment and subsequent replacement. Then they say the former election commission's failure and refusal to carry out the mandate of the National Board of Directors from the findings from the founding is in violation of Article 5, Section 3G, and is considered gross ineptitude in the discharge of the duties of former election commission. gross ineptitude is constitutional.
Okay, as an educated man, that
Mhm.
particular line and the actions of the Electoral Commission, does that correlate with any ineptitude?
Yes.
Inept?
Yes.
What is can you give me the definition of ineptitude?
Yeah. Well, here is it, Bobby. The board is like most people will always compare our organization with the government or what have you. If the decisions come from the court, the Supreme Court, and passed on to you to implement it, and you refuse, it's an ineptitude. Because that's what they are disobeying the law.
No, that's not being inept. Mama, that's a total different meaning. What are you doing, Mr. Goa? Don't do that. People watching the show.
What are you talking about?
Inept means when you lack the ability to carry out certain things, lacking the ability, lacking the skills. That's what inept is. That's why I'm saying that what they use, it has nothing to do with the actions of the election commissions. They say inept.
Okay, let me read it.
Don't have the.
Can I read it, please?
Don't have the technical know-how.
All right, let me read it now. Let me read it. Ineptitude is a lack of skill, ability, or competence. A doctor who proved his ineptitude at practicing medicine if he mistakenly removed a patient sling instead of his kidney. Ineptitude and incompetence are synonymous. To
Exactly.
describe people who have absolutely no idea what they are doing.
So are you saying those guys are incompetent?
Yes, because they don't know what they are doing. They refuse to follow the law of the organization.
Because what we're talking about, they say follow your constitution.
Yes.
And those who you qualify, even though they were disqualified, they themselves brought themselves up. And you know what I say? We cannot go and disqualify people based on Facebook posting. But the very people, they qualify Bodita Secretary by saying the same post, Facebook posting the user that it did not, steal, it did not, steal anybody's car.
You know that who even wrote the letter it was Jonathan Getchue. I was saying a copy that Jonathan Getchue, the one who wrote the letter. The particular letter you guys are reading now for the board members. He wrote that letter to give it to the board members.
That really idea, the content.
What I'm saying. Because when you're looking at, because people watching this show here anyway, they'll be able to judge from what we're saying. Okay. The letter of the road, they specifically underline gross insubordination, disrespect. That was what underlined.
Even though bring the show on.
That what the show is about, those two words.
Because they did not talk about the ineptitude. He did not mention the last on gross insubordination. Yes. Gross insubordination is not in the Constitution.
Yeah, but
why was not in the Constitution? He refused to tell the people about it.
But I would do the same thing.
Okay.
Because the reason why I would do the same thing because you cannot look at those people on that board and say that they're inept. There is no way that people who carry on in the book here.
You're looking at people ineptitude from their appearance or from what they're doing.
Or doctor. You say you're a doctor, but you don't know how to get injection. It makes you inept. You can't. They put on the board. The people carry on the function, interviewing people. They carry on the data.
No, Mr. Tony, they say a doctor remove somebody's sling instead of moving kidney.
Yes.
That example they gave you.
Somebody gave that.
So what is wrong for them? What they're doing in the Constitution, they leave a certain part.
They leave a certain thing and do the other one.
So
incompetence.
No, but listen, that's not incompetence. You can't say that was incompetence.
No, but that example, they said a medical doctor instead of moving the sling.
How you up here? Go ahead.
Instead of moving sling, they want to remove kidney. So we mean that doctor did not go to school. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, he went to school, but he had made a mistake. He has incompetent.
Yes.
The people that will apply the law.
Yep.
They refuse to apply the law.
Yeah, they want therapy.
Opinion. They both rule and say, "Look, this is why it's supposed to be done according to our Constitution." They said, "We're not going to do this."
Refusing to apply does not equate to ineptitude. If you go back
No.
to ineptitude again,
No, what it
refusing
say?
to do anything does not mean you make you inept. You are
No.
refusing on grounds that you feel it wasn't right from your judgment. That does not make anybody inept. So that what I'm trying to say
But
that
remember, we are capitalizing. We are saying that the board, the commission is not using the record things in the discharge of our duty. That's what we're saying.
So first of all, the board.
yeah, but that's why I agree with you that the fact that they did not use that doesn't mean because they refuse to do it. They refuse to do it. That does not make them inept. So the particular party on the line.
First of all,
is
no. What made them inept? What the shoe are done? They didn't do it. That inept right there. And then gross insubordination is when I tell you as a boss to do something and you say I don't do it. That gross insubordination right there. Yeah. So now we
cross insubordination
to define things.
And cross insubordination is synonymous to doing things that are detrimental, you know, to the smooth operation of the organization. So the action of the election commission to refuse to do the work, the mandate of or to refuse to implement the mandate of the election commission of the board is detrimental to the smooth operation of the organization.
Yeah, but let me define the article gross insubordination. It says, what does gross insubordination mean? Gross insubordination occurs when an employee commits an act that is unethical and unprofessional, thereby destroying the relationship between him or herself and the employer. So right now, the board is the employer and the election commission are the employee. So when it tells you, do this, you say, I will not do it. That's gross insubordination. And if you know that you're supposed to disqualify somebody who does not meet that criteria, but then you qualify that gross ineptitude.
So that's what the election commission did to the organization. They know this guy is not qualified according to our constitution, but they decide to circumvent the constitution so that they can make the man to pass. Now, when the board came back to correct them, then they double down and challenge the board.
See, the thing is, we're not going to go in circles with this. Ineptitude.
That is not fair.
No,
when
but listen now.
He came out today, instead of he saying the full truth, he said half truth.
But
he said one of the reasons that the board gave for impeaching and removing them, but he refused to give the other reasons. The other reason is the ineptitude.
Yeah, we can deliberate.
Cross insubordination, because cross insubordination is not in the constitution. And for me, I can go anywhere and say cross insubordination is right for the board of you.
But ineptitude has nothing to do with the action of these people. That's what I'm saying. So we can deliberate on the thing all night. From my understanding, the actions of the boy has nothing to do. Your understanding is what you want to understand and what it appeals you, or what you think is the right thing you want to say. But it has
you're in the medical era.
I listen to you now.
No. Now what we can do, we get you change we talk about 10 minutes. Now you're exchanging voice. What we're saying, we'll give you chance. You spoke, but now what we're saying,
take 2 minutes.
Define something so you see, you understand. That was defining your medical era. I said, if a doctor sort of remove spleen and then remove kidney.
What you call spleen? I don't know what is spleen on the human being body.
SLEEN is a medical term. Go and define it.
There's nothing called SLEEN.
Let's go back there.
It's SPLEEN, spleen.
Okay,
SPLEE.
Okay, let me go. I'm not a medical man. Are you the medical man? Let me go back there.
I'm telling you, there's nothing called SLEEN.
Okay, let me see. Hold on,
SPLEEN.
I come here.
I just make sure because you're confusing me when you say spleen.
Yeah. You're confusing the medical era.
I'm not a medical man.
That's spleen. It ran near the lungs. It ran near the liver.
All right.
Don't worry, sir.
Yeah. SPLEEN, spleen. Okay. Spleen. Okay. Good. Now you get it. But so we're saying, so are you saying if the doctor remove the spleen instead of removing the kidney, we mean that doctor is not qualified? That mistake. Yes.
You question for you. It makes
No,
it,
but what that
but that
ineptitude
does not
mean?
make the doctor inept. It doesn't make you inept.
That means say,
Define
that
that
means
Eh?
that
what
means
it define ineptitude,
that
what
was
it
defined.
define, and it
No,
give
you're not saying that.
example.
Tell you to read that thing again. Tell you to read that thing again.
All right.
Ineptitude is
Ineptitude
defined.
is a lack of skill,
Mm-hmm.
ability,
Mm-hmm.
or competence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
read it.
doctor who prove his ineptitude at practicing medicine if he mistakenly
Mm-hmm.
remove a patient's spleen instead of his kidney.
Okay.
So
You-
election commission will be inept if they mistakenly
Uh-huh.
qualify why name Bonitaya, who should have been disqualified. It
But
was a
on
mistake.
another mistaken, it doesn't mean that you lack the skills or the ability. You
Oh,
it was
that what it
mistaken.
means.
What is saying now?
That means that,
I was saying it doesn't mean
I'm
it
not assuming.
means
That does not make you mistaken. It doesn't make you inept.
Oh,
In
but
every-
then,
that the-
okay,
Then
okay,
they go
please
wrong with
define.
defining that way,
No,
bro.
lack the ability.
no, Marcus,
it's
hold on.
wrong.
But wait now.
Please define for us.
Mommy, I gotta talk too. The
Yeah,
doctor
define
lack the
now.
ability. If the
Uh-huh.
doctor lack the ability to be able to remove the kidney or lack the ability to be able to remove the spleen, then that's something that means he's inept. All the studies, all the school he went to, and he lacks the ability to remove a spleen or to remove a liver or to remove a lung, then it means he's inept. But whereas he has the ability to do it, but he mistakenly remove a kidney instead of a spleen, doesn't make him inept. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's what the dictionary is saying.
Let me
No,
say,
the man reading it upside down.
me? Oh, but okay, I must tell it to you.
Hey, my man. No, you can send it to me.
Look for your own, Bob.
look for your own.
You can send it to me. Wait, again. That man,
Look for your own.
Look for your own. Go for your own. And you can read it good. Don't read your own upside down.
No, you don't read it once down.
We
Don't worry, then now. Because I don't want to move from here and be sunny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll sit down. I will copy it to send it to you too.
You don't
That
have to
is
do
the
that.
issue that
Why
we face within the
you put
community.
yourself to that thing?
You see, here we are now defining the ineptitude from the Webster dictionary.
Yeah.
Mr. Tudi is refusing to take the definition from Webster dictionary.
I am not refusing. I'm just telling you
Yeah.
the way you look at generally when you look at ineptitude. What I'm telling you, do not stick on that or think when people say on there. Because it's not
Okay,
what
all
you-
right, bring your own.
Why
we
you
leave
want
our
to
own.
take his own definition now?
Yes.
You see, so that's the
So
issue.
you see, so now you see that. I say we can deliberate on this thing all night and we'll be going second. So while I'm bringing my computer up, let me do this.
All right.
This is the thing, right?
Mhm.
Gentlemen.
So for me, I always let
This is the
people
thing, right?
tell
You
the
see,
full
this is
story.
let me come on now. This is the thing, right? The thing is going. I don't want to go in circles. I want to hit key thing. The most important thing. So now, okay. Let's assume. Let me play the devil advocate and assume that the ball. Let me agree to that. The terminology, the force is the force on the lesser communion. Oh, let's assume the lesser communion were inept. And according to our constitution, the board has the right to remove the guys from office. Yeah, okay. Now they remove them from office. But the removal from office, that's what we should be looking at right now. Because obviously, whether they use insubordination or they use ineptitude, obviously the board has the power to remove these people. So let's not dwell on that. Let's not waste our time on that.
Okay, so which mean we agree that
We agree that the board has the right. But
We have to. We are just agree to agree. We agree to disagree. So I don't want to dwell on this. When I'm moving forward, but my understanding of ineptitude has and the action of the board. I don't think those things correlate with these people that when they try to force on there. But we have to move on to make progress. We got to make progress.
Let's see it.
I'm trying to understand Mr. Tony that he agreed that the board has the right to remove them, but then the reason the board used to remove them, that's why he disagreeing with.
Because he doesn't know how to remove them.
Most definitely, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me read a definition first. Because the computer, you're in Minnesota, you in North Dakota, I in South Dakota. So
what dictionary are you using?
What? No. Say your own. Forget about what I'm using.
No, I want to know. You got to tell what definition you're using.
No, you read what you got.
Oh, you know how much? Are you using the Webster or are you using the Merriam-Webster?
Please.
Because I
not
want to
really
read
what
the
you
same
have.
thing. Or they have
No.
they have similar meaning, but they're not using the exact words.
They got 25 dictionary. So the one you got,
What
use
one
it.
are you using? I want to.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
I might read something different from yours.
Yeah,
okay.
when read, they send it to us.
Yeah, read yours.
Yeah, you can copy and paste it to me. You send it to me, so I see it.
Ineptitude, lack of skills or ability. The official display remarkable ineptitude. That's one of the examples they gave here.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's all I have here. I'm using the Merriam. I'm the Merriam-Webster.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Incompetence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. They got here example.
No, I really the quality of state of being inept, incompetence, inability, incapacity, incompetency, insufficiency, inadequacies, incompetence, powerlessness. So many.
Give one example. Real example. I give example about Dieter.
Okay. That one example is that the team's poor display or the team's poor play, the football team, let's say the soccer team poor play, is blamed on
yeah, go ahead.
The team poor display of the poor results. Let me put it in another word. The poor results was blamed on the ineptitude of the coaching staff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you asked me to say yeah, you know yeah now.
Oh, no. But the team football display is blamed on the ineptitude of the coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean there is a question can be asking on that? Does that mean that
because the coaching staff lack the ability and the skill to give them the right information, give them the right information to perform better? They lack ability, they lack certainty. Let me give you another example. Maybe it will help you.
Yeah, but you're not understanding your own definition you're giving, because we are saying that the same thing applies to the election commission. The election commission poor rendering of decision,
poor judgment,
in vetting the candidate or the aspirant in the race.
Yeah.
Carry complaint, maybe the complaint will go to the board, and the board decide that the people should go this way, and then they're trying to,
and they say they will not adhere. They refuse.
Your brother is refusing. Your brother is refusing to tell me what definition you use, because he could have been reading that thing upside down. So then he told me, let me go.
No, but I'm sending it to you. Is that about me?
Don't send it to me. Just tell me so I'll look at him on the computer. What are you sending it to me for? What kind of video you sending to me? You copy and paste it?
Yeah. I'll send it to two of you.
Why you got that Google you looking at? Or what are you looking at?
But the Maria, where you from, Maria? Down on Google?
Yeah, but then when you tell me, then say go to Google and tell me what you're the dictionary using. What how on that thing, my brother? I'm begging you. That make it easy, make it well easy for me too.
I already sent it to Tawi Bako Goa, and I'm sending it to you.
Oh, say that. So there where we are, Mr. Goa. So as I was saying, in order for us to make progress, because I vehemently disagree with your understanding or your,
I just sent it to you.
Or ineptitude, and we would not agree on this. So that made progress.
No, as I was saying, we're here to discuss that tonight.
Yeah, but we can't go on that, because my understanding of ineptitude, that I feel the action on the board has no correlation with ineptitude. I will not agree. I will not sit down here and say, oh no, because I want to make progress. So let's no.
What we're saying, this show tonight, we came out that what we came to explain to the grand people is not about you. We came to explain to the grand people that Jerry went on another show and he did not, mention growth insubordination.
You didn't mention growth insubordination. He didn't measure the ineptitude that is in the letter.
Yeah, he has certain part of what he's going to tell the people. He just say one thing. Yeah. That one of
the reasons why when I went on the show and when I said, look, I agree with Casey that there's no growth insubordination in our constitution.
However,
Casey is saying out here that the board has the right. So I came to highlight that point, because most people in the community continue to say the board does not have the right to impeach and remove those people.
Because they don't know.
No. We crossed that line a long time ago.
I'm just saying what I said today.
Everybody been saying it.
And what most people been saying. And Casey went there and acknowledged it. He wouldn't have problem with the thing, the sachet against them.
Right now, when it comes to Fred Taluguya, you think the board has no right.
You see?
I want you to, since you were able to copy and paste the letter you're reading, I want you to send me the letter from the book. Can you send it to me too, please?
The what?
The letter from the book?
Oh, yeah, I can send it right now. Yeah,
please.
I got it right here.
Please.
Is it? I think Jason was disingenuous when he quoted only one of the reason that the book gave.
Yes.
So he did it only to pass sentiment.
Yeah.
You know, that's why he did it.
No, but granted, as I was saying, granted, it was because of gross ineptitude. What you guys are trying to stick on.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going there now. That these people use to you send it to my. Oh, what you send it?
I send it Messenger. Messenger be very easy for you. Just click on it.
Man, go back to your James City near Lydia Wayne. Where you got Wayne?
That's my name. So if you can my today, anybody question you?
We didn't win Benny from. I don't know.
My man is Wayne. So yeah.
So I think when we come to this discourse, you'll be very, very, very upfront and transparent.
But can we invite on the frag? Let you come on.
You're trying to make your point. You know, do it sincerely.
No frag ground before I started no frag. But you can call me.
You know, today Gibson tried his best.
Yeah.
But you know.
But what?
He put a dent into not being transparent, to being full, to be holistic in giving the reason why he was impeached and removed. Why is it that he had to give him one? Why? What he tried to accomplish?
Listen, where are we now? You say Gibson Jerry displayed some form of come on, disingenuous. You know, we can, as I was saying, we can't continue to go
in
circles. With everything, with your understanding, with the deliberation of Gibson Jerry tonight, what is your take on the action of the board? Where do you stand on the action of the board? And where do you stand on the actions of Gibson Jerry team? Where we are? Because from my view, I'll give you my view, then I will let you break your own neck. From my view is that I believe that the bull, they pulled the trigger so early because I believe there was some form of prejudice. Let's assume I'll give them let's because let's stop assuming they had the right to remove these guys. You know, when they may committed anything that had to do with our constitution, especially with ineptitude and thievery or felony or whatsoever. But the action of the bill, what do you take? The way the bill carry on the action, the way they were able to bring down the acts, what do you think? What is your take on that?
You know, when you and I went on the show today, when we left, Prince was on that show. Prince Double was on that show.
Mm-hmm.
And Jason was asking Prince one by one question.
Yeah.
And then
couldn't answer.
Prince continued to say, Jason, you guys are combative.
He's a body name.
He said, you're very, very combative. But the process you're talking about, the book could not go through that process because you are very combative.
Yeah.
Combative.
They were combative. They were, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. So, what I'm trying to say in short, all that went on, I think the election commission is the one that, you know, put fuel on the fire. Yes.
So let me pick a brain a little bit. So are you saying, or are you insinuating, because of the combative nature of the election commission, that alone deter or that author or that put a stop to the board carry on the legal process of the constitution to go and seek to send the complaint to the grievances committee or follow the raw procedure because those guys were combative? Were they physically combative or verbal that verbal combativeness stopped them? Mama, please, let me learn. The combative.
Look, first of all,
no, that's not what I'm saying.
The first thing we said tonight.
Let me end my
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, when I said they were combative,
Mhm.
from the onset, they brought the problem to us. They disqualify people, and the people who they disqualify say, look, we cannot really say you are the one, Mr. Tory, you asked Gibson that question on that show on that
You gotta play for him.
Yeah, when you ask them, the people that you disqualify, can they come back and be reinstated? He said, no. For us, the election commission will not, reinstate them, but if they feel disenchanted or they feel dissatisfied, they can go to the bowl.
Like you say, Bobby.
And when the bowl take any action,
No.
they will send the board and can reinstate
play
them
for
from the
us?
bowl.
No, you play for him.
So the people went to the bowl. You tell the people go to the bowl. The people went to the bowl. The bowl came and told you this is our decision. The other area you are right, and the other area you're not right. Then you say anyhow you are right in this area. You're not going to do what the bowl said. That's where the confusion starts from.
No, but listen, instead of going through all that,
I am not.
please go and put it in the sense so we listen to it.
Mr. Sherry, you coming. Winston, you coming.
Mm.
I ask a specific question. Stop beating around, but stop playing smart. I ask a specific question. Was the action of the bowl to not follow the right procedure in removing these people from office? Were they right?
You can say the board did not follow the right procedure. The impeachment is the last resort.
Okay.
But instead of them taking the easy, they went straight to A. So you when I say they're not right, you guys say, impeachment is right. It's constitutional.
No, but first of all, are we on the board or no? What are the follow procedure or not?
That's why the constitution. That won't get you will be crying for the constitution every day. That will let you before you fall. You don't know. You don't know.
It's constitutional for them.
You don't know there's formality. You don't know there's formality in order to eliminate or remove somebody from office.
They're formality, but what I'm saying, how sure are we that they follow that or not?
But the formality is constitutional.
Now what gets make clear? Where were you today? Talk to your comrade. You on the show.
Nothing that you have formality. Nothing that you have formality is not constitutional. The same way Gazin said on the show. Listen, wait. The same way Gazin said on the show.
How will you say not constitutional?
Hold on a bit. The same way Gazin said on the show that when you elect somebody for the election commission, and then the other person get a higher number, it's not constitutional. That we don't want Ben to do it around here. That what we get today is the right thing. It's the same thing. The thing that Gazin are talking about, how you go and then do resolution and do that, is a constitution. Which part of constitution that says you want to go and do resolution? Other one there.
Mr. Goa, this is my take, okay?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know. You're trying to hold your ground, because you see me, a smart individual is always sometimes when you're defeated, you come back stronger. I think your purpose here is that you don't want to be in the wrong, or you don't want to accept that some area you made some mistake, or you don't want you're trying to say overwhelmingly that the board were right in every action they took, and that is sad on your part, because you know what, defeatism doesn't mean you're a weak person. When you are wrong or when something is not right, you should better speak to it. That will make people respect you when it comes to that. The fact that you're saying the board were right and the way they went about removing the people, everything was right, I'm disappointed. Seriously,
Okay.
if I'm wrong, I came out to you tonight. When we came first, without even diagnosing or rather perusing our constitution, we felt that the board were in the wrong to remove people from office. We felt because because it was clearly stated in our constitution, because our constitution said that any elected officer. Now, after perusing, we came back and we are not ashamed to say, oh yeah, according to our constitution, the board has the right. What is hard for you? What is
listen now. It is not hard.
I don't buy and blow.
No,
I want to show today. I want to show you that one. Acknowledge the fact that the subordination is not part of the constitution.
My brand. What makes you a man? What makes you a man?
What makes you a gentleman when you are wrong? After you agree with almost everything tonight. No, you see, if you go back and play that tape, you will see what I said. Yeah. I said that I came on here to highlight the fact that Gazin did not say here that the board does not have the right to remove them, but he claiming technical and procedurals. That's what I said on the show.
And that what came up here tonight. We are not here to talk about procedure.
But then you agree to those things?
I did not agree to. I agree to the fact that he said that the use or subordination, insubordination is not in the constitution. I agree with Gibson.
No, listen, my man. Let
I'm
me.
going to say the thing. I don't know even want to acknowledge it.
So
It's a foreign nation. It's not in the constitution.
It's not in the constitution. You check it up to
My thing, yes. My thing is
the
this
God
is
is supporting the nation in the constitution.
my man. We recognize when you speak. We can talk together.
Yeah, Mike. I want to check it out.
All right.
No, it's a foreign nation. It's not in the constitution.
Something burning.
You
So
see?
this is
You are muted. So what I'm trying to say is that why it is true that insubordination is not there. There is certain thing that the poor also use that is there that he refused to count. Now, the other aspect that he talks about today was when they asked him about the chairperson of the election commission.
hold on 1 second, Mr. City.
Your something low.
Eh?
Your voice is low.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, no,
I can
okay,
hear you now.
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
Mr. Winston, please, can you do me a favor and since you are our computer or gig here, is there any way you can go to because I don't want to shame Mr. Goa, but he's pushing me to shame him tonight. Is there any way you can go to Daniel Freeman show and get the part where they were interviewing against interviewing?
No,
Is that
I'm going to the constitution. No, I'm not going there. I'm going to the constitution right now to check.
No. Why would you want to, my brother? We have deliberated. We had a lot of deliberation on this particular constitution. We're not going to go back to that.
But I want to go to show
it gave me headache. Let's go to your brother. Let's go to Wayne. I wish I would do that. Let's go to Wayne show.
Our show is tonight for that insubordination and ineptitude. That's what we're going to discuss. I'm not going to go to your show. So I want you the constitution.
So you don't want to agree. You don't want to know where your comrades.
I did not go there. I want to listen to people. I want to listen to the constitution.
You did not go there. You don't want to listen to what they say, but you want to listen to that. The men are using ineptitude. Are you hearing somebody in the back?
I try to look for A.
All right, hey, that's how I'm looking for A. Please don't call that thing. So many things that they left. Yeah, right after me, that when you came in.
Yeah, that one I caught them now.
I want to listen to your full interview.
Yeah.
Where you agree and you
we cannot use a full interview on the show now.
Where you agree and you're cowering tonight. You act like a coward. Don't do that. They did not write. Hey, may you tell me from there? To submit the problem with the problem with the election commission. And you come and all. And you come to move on to this community, my brother. It is very
Thank you so much for your contribution. I want to welcome
Good.
Michael.
Mr. City, please listen. I'm listening. I'm begging you.
I'm listening.
The platform.
They make their own show now.
Yeah, he has a very good show where the mostly on the
we're getting rough. Everybody can get show.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Freeman.
When you are reading something different, when you're not listening, you're reading something different.
I can read and listen at the same time.
Okay.
I can multitask.
I listened keenly to the deliberations, and I took keen interest in specific things, and I want to highlight them and then, emphasize. Here did not say that the board does not have the right to remove them.
No, you get it.
You get it?
He said the way they went about it.
No.
You corrected him.
It's technical failure of the board, because he made mention. He said that the Constitution gives specific things that you must do for you to be impeached by the board, for you to be removed by the board, and the board never cited any of those things, because the one they cited is not in the Constitution, so it's unconstitutional. So the board,
you in agreement with that statement?
I agree that the board have the right to impeach the election commission and remove them.
Yeah, but
No, wait.
The charges labeled against them. It is like those charges are not in the Constitution. That's
They are unconstitutional. I agree with that too.
And
Yeah.
secondly,
Yeah.
the process.
But what I want to say, yeah.
To
Jane to do you.
charges
How
and
did
then
it go?
release them was not the rightful one. So
He started procedural, error in electing the new board and the new commission. But they have people have the right to elect or to appoint when there is vacancy. But the process leading towards that, why he said that the board did not follow.
and now asking you, are you in agreement with what he said?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with the first part, but I disagree with you
The
with
first
the
part.
second part. The second part is
Mama, oh, connect you. Let's go to the
No, the first part.
I mean,
What is that?
even with him that insubordination is not in our constitution
Eh?
for impeachment.
But
It got ineptitude.
yes,
But that guy cross insubordination.
Right.
No. So I don't want people to feel that the crew is not acting in line with the constitution. Sometimes might can be right or something, but the way you go about it can be wrong.
But you are one of the constitutional scholars that we have around here.
You get knee now. Who get your knee?
When I listen to you,
So Mr. Tony, you are lying on me here tonight. I'm going to say the same old thing here.
Wait.
I'm going to say the same old thing here. I agree with Sion Yangbe when he said that insubordination is not in the constitution.
It was not insubordination alone. They asked you to say the procedure, the way they went about it. Were they right? You say, oh, I agree with them.
I said I agree with him on the first part and disagree with the second part.
Oh, yeah, but you don't have to agree with everything. You don't have
No, I counted the second part.
No, but
I'm oblivion.
But you asked me on the show tonight that you disagree with everything on the message on the show.
Oh, no, you see, you're trying. I'm ready saying before you, and you're trying to lie on me.
Oh.
Now, why I decided to go on the particular show and bring the recording?
No,
The same thing I said that I said I couldn't say.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, the tonight on the show, you arguing like you disagree with everything that man said on
Oh,
the show.
no.
no. He always said the first.
I told you that. I
The
told you
same thing
that.
I couldn't say. The thing I said,
I
and the
don't
same thing
let
I couldn't say.
I told you now that
Insubordination is not there. Insubordination is not there. I couldn't say. I said that Jerry was getting genius
Okay.
by not quoting all the things that they discharged them for. He only quoted one, and he's wrong. You are not sincere.
Bro, let me progress. I didn't want to shame you, but it was
Oh,
good
but
that you
you
explained it to me.
I know why I went on the show that for, and I continue to say it here. I wanted to highlight the fact that people continue to say the board does not have the right. The board has the right.
Yes.
And we
But
thank
when
you
it
for
comes
that.
to the reason they gave insubordination, I agree with Getting Jeru that the insubordination is not in the constitution.
Okay.
But Getting Jeru on our show did not cite the other reason the board gave for impeaching them,
Okay.
which is ineptitude. He refused to talk about it. He only talked about insubordination because insubordination is not in the constitution. And I can't go there and go back the board for say they were right for impeaching them for insubordination when I know insubordination is not in the constitution. I can't do that.
But besides insubordination, the way they went about it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to say right here. Impeachment is
The last resort.
It's a result. It's not, boy. I mean, Mr. Tony, you've been reading the constitution. You see anything that they say last resort, this, that? No. That procedure actually talking about is not something that is spelled out. Now, why are giving an example of what Gesson said on the show when it came to the chairlady of the election commission? The chairlady got more vote, but it's not constitutional for the person who got more vote to be the chairlady.
No.
Now we don't want to have our procedure. Gesson said it on the show. The same thing about the impeachment. The process he laid out there on the show there is not constitutional.
Yeah. But if you are adjudicating or you are judging or critical matters in the community, you think you just jump the gun and go and fire people? No, this is the hard process, and you have to follow the processes.
I don't say you jump the gun. We all want to unfold in the community here.
But
Yeah, they invited them.
the thing happened overnight.
No, it did not.
No.
It started when we filed the protest. What did it started from?
Not overnight.
When two of you talking, then
No, but you cannot say overnight. No.
the reason I'm saying overnight, They went to the board, and the board even bickering among themselves. The
Okay,
people
we
had
agree.
had a
We agree.
Guessing what you giving, so you are not there. That guessing said it.
okay, but look, the man on the board, the guy had to call the guy from Indiana who been in the board forever. He confirmed it. The guy.
How do you call him?
Columbus Zina.
Columbus Zina confirmed it.
Columbus, you know, Columbus is in a camp of Boditaya. Columbus is from the same village.
Do not. As you can't make that assertion. You cannot make that assertion. You
No,
can't
I'm not
say that.
assertion. I'm telling you the reality.
You don't know
It's a
that.
fact.
You don't know
Bias
that.
on
Do
solidarity.
you
It's
know
the
it
Bible
was,
solidarity that the brother is pushing.
since you want to bring up gossip, let me give you some gossip. Say you won't play gossip. Do
Yeah.
you know that? Do you know who wrote this letter?
We let
Until you tell us.
The letter that was written by the boy. Do you know who wrote it?
who wrote it?
Oh, Reggie the hand long. You know it was. You know, already my own brother and friend, Mr. Jonathan, get to it.
So are you saying the entire board does not have qualified person to write a letter?
That
Wait,
is not.
I'm going to call you not give away to debunk this loud
Already, we got a screenshot. I can send it to you right now.
Yes,
When you
send
put
it.
it out there, it was too late for you to withdraw it.
No, listen now. So who wrote the other letter to for the election commission to?
You see, sometimes your comparison it has nothing to do with it. So
No, we talk about letters though.
What are you saying? So are you saying that are you trying to say that Jonathan get you what I want to do?
No. The reason I'm trying to say that because we have the secretary of Stanley and Madam Alcoa Bear, she is the chairperson. So
who is the secretary for those people then?
Stanley Flan, but the chairperson went on.
So
Stanley Flan are white, and then Alcoa doesn't get right wrote a letter. But then the poor need that.
No.
I said, Madam, I'm not asking you.
The letter was written partly by Stanley, and then the men they had to look at it. They look at it, the editor for the Senate.
No, Madam Polo the best said Stanley was at work. So Nelson Gate said, I will write a letter.
Okay.
And then she did not approve of the letter, and then the poor signature and Stanley's signature and the Senate.
But the people are team. They are team.
What is the procedure General give you do?
You tell me. I don't know.
Is he a board member? Because it's in Minnesota area, it's all replaced.
He's not a board member. He's not a board member.
But me, I know what I General give you wrote a letter. So we may.
Now what I'm telling you now, saying that what I'm telling you, but now we trying the picture is getting clearer. We know the owner hands in this thing here. So let me give you. Say you want gas, let talk gas a little bit 5 minutes.
No,
so the owner hand here is.
No.
You brought up gas. Let's talk some gas a little bit before go.
I agree, but let end what we started first for this show is about ineptitude and insubordination. Are we together?
We are not together.
Oh, okay. So the ineptitude of the election commission led to their own dismissal.
But you be talking about for the last an hour. That way you want to go back to. We agree. Right. I told you that we disagree to agree. I told you that the ball it was in the right frame. We know it has been on the line now because according to our constitution,
yes,
they can remove any elected officer. So it's in the right to remove those guys then according to their understanding or how the guy went about the job. So we can continue to deliberate on that particular thing.
Good.
Let's move forward.
All right.
We talk about the ineptitude and the insubordination.
Yeah.
Can we also agree that the way the guy went about it as a last cloth, as the godfather in the organization, as one who is the protector, who wants peace, who is armed with carrying out the peace. Were they in the right the way they went about asking the guy, when they went and removed the guy, were they in the right? Did they follow the rules and regulations? Did they follow the right procedure in order to harmonize the situation? Did they do that?
But see, when you come to that point,
I cannot say that I'm not on the board. I cannot sit down in my corner and contemplate what is happening on the board.
Okay.
You know what the procedure.
We were talking on the issue here. We're talking on the issue.
When it comes to that procedure,
when somebody from the board and tell us what happened, then maybe we can. Then
your chapter should have 2 board members.
What?
Your chapter should have 2 board members.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so contact them.
Yeah, we can bring on the show Papi Kedia and Milton Kine.
Oh, they say Papi resign and Milton Kine is the chairman for Jiboka. He resign. So do you still have board member in Minnesota?
Well, we can't dwell on they say on hearsay.
Okay, go Brennan. So Miller campaign chairman for you. Is that what they say?
Oh, I'm not saying that. No, it is true, but he's still a board member.
Oh, okay.
As far as I'm concerned.
So board member can be campaign chairman for somebody. Oh, okay.
My man, you are asking external questions. Let's get to the question.
I want
You
to
ask
address
whether we got board
myself.
members here. I said yes, we got board members here.
Uh-huh.
I need my board member. Then ask me whether they qualify or not. Then they can't do the.
What's the question, Mike?
I want to address myself to the issue Mr. Tony raised on the procedure that the board follow, whether the board was in the right.
Okay.
You see, you can only know what someone in the right if something is pinned down is to say this is the right path.
Uh-huh.
Then if the person deviate, then you say you're not in the right. Now, when it comes to a procedure that they try to dwell on, I don't see the procedure laid out in the Constitution for me to say, oh, my man, you're not going by the Constitution, you're not in the right.
First of all, let me show this to Mr.
So,
Tony.
I got problem with that.
Hold on. Let me show this to Mr. Tony first.
They're the board rules.
You can see it?
They will not show you because you're using the background. They will not show. You see? So that's the issue I want to address. Because the board.
It is showing. You can see it?
Yeah, okay. Yes. That's the board rules.
Yes.
So the
Mr.
board,
Tony, can you see it?
for us to come out here and say the board is not in the right by the way they went about it, I will ask you, where is the way? Show me the way in the Constitution so I can see what the board did not do. But there's nothing laid out somewhere to say this is how we're supposed to behave. Then you say the people didn't behave the right way. Then I'll say I will agree with you. What is the layout behavior that was the behavior pattern? Why is it in the rules?
Yeah, you don't have the board rules.
You are muted. You are muted. Oh,
you are slow. You gotta come closer. No, you are slow.
Low.
And the cut it off.
Okay, great.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you will sit over there tonight, Mr. Goa and Mr. City, and say that the way the guardian went about the impeachment process of the board, they were in their rights and they did the right thing and they're not wrong. And they remember that they appointed, they went about doing the right thing. They were well vetted, and the other then we have a problem. You know, as I was saying here, when you are wrong, you are wrong. When something is not right, because we are the voice of these people, of our people. So when we come here and start giving out misinformation because we want to hold our ground or stand our position because we want to portray ourselves as people that know it all, then it becomes a problem. When there is an issue, when someone, irrespective of where you stand, whether you stand with a board or because you want certain thing to happen, you can't sit here and say that everything the board did was right. Then we are not helping our people. Then the reason having this platform is useless, because the reason I have this platform is when God gave you the opportunity is to pass on the information so our people can learn and know the truth. But when we come here because we're taking side, because we want to be right, because we don't want to say, oh, we don't want to appear as, oh, you know, on this particular issue, we were wrong. Then it just is unfair and ingenious to our people, and I think then there is no need of having these things, you know, because it's so sad that you guys came. I give you the praise. I commend you for setting things up your stress on, especially the legibility of the national board having the authority, the constitutional mandate to remove the guarantee, because that's what our constitution say. But out there, any other area, any income thing, they have the adequate autonomy. They have the right for nobody. They have the exemption for anybody not interfere with all the activity. But Grand Jury Constitution say all elected officers, that's what they online. So we will agree, and we agree to that. But for you to come here now and we say agree now, everything is okay and right then.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Mr. Tony, time is over.
Yeah. Let me get comments.
You got 2 minutes.
For me, I'm not on this platform here to argue, because if I'm arguing, I got a board rules with me, a former board member. So if Mr. Tony say the board did not follow procedure, what is he using? Let him prove what he's using. So at least I can quote, I can read for him. When you tell me that, I'll read.
I'm using my knowledge of the Constitution.
No, we got set rules for the board. Is that about your knowledge? We got, they are right here.
Oh, but you think we know what the paper that has the knowledge? People have retentive memory.
I want for to explain to our people what we are saying.
You're getting the man is using his 2 minutes that he talk.
I'm using my 2 minutes. But what I'm saying, I told the people that if I come on this platform, I make sure to come with Granada Constitution, the board rule, South Dakota Constitution. They are with me. So I don't just wake up and make any kind of argument. But my argument you have, a base. So I'm saying,
I tell them one second, Mr. City.
I cannot come out and say, oh, the procedure that the board used, it was wrong, because you don't have the copy of the board constitution or guideline. So if you have it, then when you see it, I say, which one that didn't follow, then that's an argument. But if you wake up and just conclude, I'm not in the other argument. Go ahead, Mr. Goa.
Okay. Please take my time. I want to commend Mr. Tode for, because Mr. Tode and us went back and forth with respect to this board, doesn't have a rule to impinge and this, that, and we all come to the conclusion that yes, it is true. The board has the right to do it. Now, the next argument we are showing today is procedure. The way the board went about it, especially to elect or to appoint new commission, or the way they went about to impeach the people and remove them. So now we're talking about procedures now. Now, for me, I will always say, if and only if there is rule laid aside somewhere, we have our constitution and we have the board rules. If there is in the board rules that before you do impeachment, you got to do A, B, C, D. And the boyard came from A straight and went to D. They not do B, C, then I'll have problem with it. But there's no rule somewhere that say the people should behave like this. All the things that we're talking about, we are comparing, the procedure to the outside world, to our country and to other government procedures that we're comparing it to, but specifically to our organization, there's no rule laid out to say this is how, when you want to impeach, this is how you're supposed to do it. So for me to come out here and say, oh, the board is in the wrong for the way they went about it, then I'm not doing injustice. I'll be doing injustice to the board, because there's no rule laid out. I'm not to my knowledge. Maybe if somebody bring it to me and I read it, they'll say, oh yes, I think the board is in the wrong. So that's where I stand, Mr. Tode. I'm not saying that, there's a rule and then the board. I just want to see the rule, but as far as I'm concerned, I read the board rule, I read the board rule, I got a copy of the board rule, and I read the constitution. I did not see procedure of, impeachment in those two documentation. So I can't come out here and say the board is in the wrong by the way they went about it. Many of them have spoken here, and I said that the board have to be transparent as to how they did the impeachment, because we want to see the two-tier. Because in the constitution, they say before you do it, before you impeach, it must be two-tier. So that one I know it, and I said it on the show that the board have to show the record. Because we have chapter that are not, how do you call it, active and inactive chapter. So the active chapter are the ones who will participate in the decision that we're talking about today. I want to see the record. I said it, I was on the show. These are the rules that are laid out, that we're counting. Whatever one you're talking about, I see it.
Can I help you? According to the board rules,
Mr. Tode's time.
Okay, let go, Mr. Tode, go ahead.
So yeah, let me respond to you. So
you said low. Why you said low?
Okay. You can hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So the thing is, as time goes by, I will have my hand on the rules, the board rules. I'll I'll get my hands on it. I will get my hands on it, and we'll come out to deliberate on these things as time goes by. But my thing is that I just want you to be frank with yourself. I want you to be frank with yourself. You know very well deep down in your soul that the way the board went about this thing, whether they sought the advice of the grievances committee, or they forwarded gotten the letter, or they consulted the national board of everything, whether they went through everything. From your point of view, what you're saying, everything the board did was absolutely pristine, clean, and right. That's what you're saying. If you think and you're right, then we'll stick to that. Because then I have nothing else to add. You know, then I have nothing else to add. You know, let Grenadian take it for your word. Let them listen. Let the audience be our judge. You know, seriously. But go ahead, because Zili.
No, what I'm saying, I'm not saying the board is 100% right. But we need to invite a board member. That what procedure that you people, we don't want to be speculating. Because when I say we are educated, our education should not be based on speculation.
Can you start with Mr. Iricon, please?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I think, well, first of all, we need to start with proof for your own chapter. Instead of you call it Iricon in different chapter.
My man, the people here, my chapter, those are they're not holding any kind of key position on the board. So I don't know why you're stressing on the
so which position Iricon is holding now?
You tell me, because you are former board member.
Yeah, I'm former, but I don't have the information, so I can't conclude.
I'm the same like you.
So, but what I'm saying, if we want to get information, it should be from our chapter president or our board members. Because if our board member cannot go and lobby the national, to get a position there, that's some of the problem. Because the only time we can argue that the board is not following procedure, you need to have the board rules in your hand, go through it, then say, okay, they didn't follow the procedure. So what is the procedure that's going to follow? But if you don't have the information before you, and then you start speculating, then I don't argue with you.
Okay, so tonight we just came here to go back and forward. But my thing is, because my fear of steady,
you gotta wait for your time. Yeah. Mr. Tode, continue to say that out here we talk about everything the board is doing is right. No, let it go forth to the Grandchildren's community that we are also questioning the decision of the board. Meaning for me, I want to see the 2/3 majority. Because it's constitutional, it's in the constitution, it said that they have the right to impeach, there must be 2/3 majority to do the impeachment. I have called for this transparency long since. So I'm just surprised that people are not joining us to call the board to give us the record. Because that is what the constitution says. There must be 2/3 majority. Okay, you did it near the board, so you can do, and the constitution you can do it, but you must do it in this manner. Where is it? Show it to her how you did it, to see whether you really follow the constitution too. That's why I'm requesting for the board to give us the record of those who were present, those that took their vote, that say yeah and there. We want to see those records. So that we can determine whether the board actually did the thing or the impeachment according to the constitution. So to come out here to say that we agree with everything that the board is doing is just wrong. We want to see those things so we can believe that that part of the constitution, the board met the constitution, the board not above the constitution, so she can't yet violate the 2/3 majority and go and yet impeach people like that. That's why we're calling for the record.
Okay. All right. We're making progress. We're making progress. But this is the thing, gentlemen. I want to. I want to respectfully leave because this guy is calling me. Mr. William Glaze is on Daniel Freeman show, and they're calling me to contribute.
Okay.
Thank you guys very much.
Yeah. So that's it. The people in the community must know that we are not saying that the board is God in our association. The board also can, do some things that will be wrong. But in order for us to know whether the board is wrong and what have you, there is certain guidelines that is laid out there that everybody should follow. We are calling on the board to make sure that they forward those things, especially how they voted. Because the Constitution is our guidelines. It's a thing that everyone is supposed to follow. The board is not above the Constitution. So we want to see who our president. I think we got 21 chapter, and out of the 21 chapter, I think we get 13 chapter active. So it will be 26 person present in our meeting that impinge and remove the election commission.
I'm going to look for the chapter that active. Let me look for that.
Yes. So the active chapter, when we know them, we multiply by 2, then we'll know the total number of people that will be present. And even if the total number of people that will be present are not there must be a quorum.
But
If the board have quorum, yeah.
The way the board does it work, if let's assume we have like maybe we got 10 chapters, right? Or 11, and then to tell those chapter they come like quorum ready.
To tell. So if we got 13 chapters,
let's go through it for let know what we got 13 chapters.
You know the active chapter, right? So let's see how many active chapters we have. Then out of the active chapter, we found the 2/3 of the active chapter. And we want to know from the board whether 2/3 were present. If 2/3 were present, then the board made quorum to take the decision they took.
Yeah. That's why I'm going to I'll be with you.
So these are some of the things that we're calling for. And I'm just surprised that people in the community they're not even joining us to make the board to bring the record so we can see, because that what our guideline says. But the yellow in the air where there's no guideline say no, you're supposed to behave like this. You're supposed to go to grievance committee, and grievance committees will do this, and grievance committee do this, will do that. Where is it laid out here? Where? Please show me the area where they say grievance committee and this, that, blah, blah, blah. So we can go in the board rule. It's not there. Jimmy, you there on the board. I mean, is there anything of grievance committee and procedural process in impeachment?
Well, sometimes we got grievance is there, but in case of emergency, they don't go through that. Yeah. In case of emergency, even the board administration can take a decision. Yeah. So let me look for the other one first about the active chapter first, then about them.
You need to scan that board something there and send it to my email.
The board what?
The board rule.
The board rule, grant you the constitution. I said, you gotta check your email. I sent all of them to you.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Don't tell me that, Jimmy. Then you did something good for me.
Check the email that I sent to you. The board rules about that. All right. So far we have how many chapters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9,
8 chapters?
14 chapters active.
Okay, 14 chapters active. 2/3 of 14.
Yeah. 14, divided by what? 4?
No, I say 2 divided by 3. It gave you 6.6 times 13, right? You say 13 chapter or 14?
14.
Times 14. So it will be 9. Let's say 9 chapter.
No, hold on now. Because when you say 14, you say 2/3, right?
Yeah, 2/3. 2 divided by 3. The answer you get, you multiply by the number. Then you get your
okay.
answer.
Well, I'm looking at like, first of all, dividing 4. Because we get 1/3, 2/3.
Yeah, giving out money.
Yeah.
My old man, Jacob, should be all kind of way to do the thing.
Yeah, because we get half.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get half. Yeah.
So half is 7.
Yeah, 7.
Okay. So they have that down there now.
That's 7. You put 3 over here. Or 2 or 3.5.
No, 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah. So that's why I said 9 or 10 maximum.
Okay.
But 9 will be 9.3. So you say 9 because it's not more than 5. If it was going to be 9.5, you'll say, okay, we'll run out of 10 people. So 9 person or 9 chapters will be there. So there will be 18 person that in that meeting.
Yeah.
That meeting that expelled the people will be 18 persons. The least number of persons that will be in that meeting will be 18.
Yeah.
To take that vote. And how the 18 voted. That's what we want to see.
Come on.
An audience that I never could have reached before.
So, oh, you didn't put that something to that. I see why. Yeah. So that's the issue. My people, we need to be very, very, very understanding of these things. If there is no rule somewhere, nobody should come and conjugate any kind of verb around here, and make all to believe that it's the right thing they're doing. You don't see that thing in the bull rule.
Yeah. Well, the only thing we're arguing on, as Bobby said, we cannot argue on something what we don't have control over. He does not have the bull rule, and you want to speculate. You want to speculate that, oh, the bull doesn't have people to write letter. Like Una Janino gave you is the only person I want to write in school in America. So I don't buy into that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
so
not at
they are
all.
asking you, so, oh, the electoral commission, is that the same Janino gave you that wrote a letter to? Yeah.
I don't think Jimmy sent me the thing,
Okay. Let me go back. I can send it to you right now. What I want to show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then go to. Then go to my son.
When we say I accept everything, I want to play that thing over for listen to it. I said the how do you call it? Cross insubordination. Yes, I agree with him. Cross insubordination, not in the Constitution. So what more I must say? I must say the board does not have the right. Then I agree with him. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're arguing on. He said that the board used cross insubordination. And since cross insubordination is not in the Constitution, I said, yeah, it's true. Cross insubordination is not in the Constitution. So if the board used that, then
I'm about to say the board rule now.
Yeah, the board is wrong. And surely enough, the board did not only use gross insubordination, the board used ineptitude. So the way he did tonight, I will call out this thing here from my funny and play it because Bobby will be carrying the thing over.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's why I told Bobby, I said, yo, many of you will not come on the show because when you say something, you gotta go check it out.
Yeah.
We're not going to allow you to say something, then you fly away. No way. You say it, you got to get back in. So when you talk about the bull, they didn't do this. How sure are you? You know, you got a bull rule? No. So why should you speculate?
Of the 7 days, you have sound and educated Nigerians all over the states.
Yes.
Reading the Constitution.
No way, Bobby. All the things reading us, it doesn't convince us.
So that this thing will stop. So that this thing will stop.
I want part of the thing
will stop. We'll have some other good off. And you come and move on to this community, my brother. This is very
Thank you so much for your contribution. I want to welcome Honorable Michael Dubakogwa to the platform.
They make a own show now.
Yeah, he has a very good show where mostly on the
we're getting rough. Everybody got to get show.
Yeah, very sure.
Thank you, Mr. Fremont. And
okay, I caught that one.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is where I didn't play.
Welcome, Stephen Youngway. That are why he said,
no, there is the charges leveled against us. Those charges are not even in the Constitution. There's nowhere in the Constitution to say if somebody disagree with you or they disrespect you, you can go ahead and impinge them.
yeah, he is right on that when the Constitution gives specific things that you must do for you to be impinged. And the thing is, the letter the board wrote, in that letter they started insubordination. And insubordination is not in the Constitution. Yeah. So technically, he's right on that. Mm-hmm. Procedurally, the board has the right to appoint when there is vacancy.
But how will you appoint in the first place? You can't establish the fact that the thing they accuse the board with is not something, it's not a chargeable offense.
Maybe the board made an error because the board have not written then. That letter was so there like April government speculating. It's possible that the letter that the board about to send to them, it will have the charges that is constitutional. So that won't.
How can you reconcile this? How can you reconcile this? They have not written people, but yet they have gone ahead and replaced them with 4 commissioners. So how can you reconcile that?
The thing is that we have short time for the election, and so to link up with the vacancy, it will give a problem for us to not go and prepare for election. So you have to replace them very quick to have the process on course. So the reconciliation there is to make sure that we have the election on time.
Well,
so the reason for which I keep out here is to tell people that the notion that people have the board does not have the right to impede and remove the election commission, they just wrong.
So when the people are telling you that the board doesn't have the right to pull 4 charges on people, what do you say about that?
I think they're right. The board doesn't have the right to pull 4 charges. But to say they cannot do it and the board are 2 different things.
Yeah.
So I agree with them when they say the board does not have the right to pull 4 charges. I agree with them.
Mr. Gerald clearly stated here that the board has the right to do these things.
Yes.
He said that the board, the charges the board put on them, the charges is not in the Constitution. And furthermore, the way the procedure, look, if you charge somebody, you bring them for investigation. You tell them, look, this is what you did that we are upset about. It's contrary from what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be in compliance with the Constitution. That process was not done. The letter, if I talking about a letter, it was they did not receive the letter. You impinging somebody that you did not issue the letter, and then you're going ahead to replace them. So if you
who said the board did not receive a letter? All these guys received the letter. They went to them. They got it.
Mr. Dowa, yeah, 1 minute, Mr.
Very quick to have the process on course. So the reconciliation there is to make sure that we have the election in our Constitution,
right,
for impeachment. It got ineptitude, and without getting cross insubordination.
Right.
Now, so I don't want people to feel that the court is not acting in line with the Constitution. Sometimes might can be right on something, but the way you go about it can be wrong.
But you are one of the constitutional scholars that we have around here, and I must admit, when I listen to you, I really learned a lot from the Constitution. You just stated here why he was saying. He said, no, there is the charges leveled against us, those charges are not even in the Constitution. There's nowhere in the Constitution to say if somebody disagree with you or they disrespect you, you can go ahead and impinge them.
Yeah, he is right on that when the Constitution gives specific things that you must do for you to be impinged. And the thing is, the letter the board wrote, in that letter they started insubordination. And insubordination is not in the Constitution. No. So technically, he's right on that. Mm-hmm. Procedurally, you know, the board has the right to appoint when there is vacancy.
Yep, that's it. So me, I always told them that I would never come to this program without my bagging, board rules, and the Constitution.
Yep.
And that's why many people run away from us, because when they come, others say, well, where are you speaking from? Which level? Are you speculating or you're going to the Constitution?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you sent me the board, you sent me the something, right?
Yes, I just sent it to you. Go to your email.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. What Gising Jeru said today on Mr. Freeman show is just false. I'm not saying that the board did not use insubordination, but it's not the only reason that the board quoted.
Yeah.
The board quoted ineptitude, which is in our Constitution. Gising refused to say that. But I could not say the boy is right to use insubordination as a charge to impinge somebody when it is not in the Constitution. The Constitution named a lot of things, but they did not name insubordination as an impeachable offense. Is not one of those impeachable offenses according to our Constitution. Insubordination is not. So for me to go on public radio and say, oh, because I see the boy get it right to impinge and this, that's why I should agree. To say the boy is right for using, insubordination, that would be, unfortunate on my part. It would be disingenuous. I would not be doing right to my own character.
Yes.
So when you hear Mr. Tony saying that you agree with everything,
that was misleading.
Yeah, you're not saying the fact.
Yeah.
He is really not saying the fact. That's why I decided to play the particular conversation that I had on the show with Mr. Freeman.
But for me, I was surprised for Mr. Tony to come out and say, well, the board has the right to impinge any elected officer. I'm like,
yeah,
really?
He has been arguing on the occasion that the board, but he is convinced now.
Yeah, so I think this show is very working because we need to have to inculcate this value into that Levi McCarthy Madison. He the one we need to bring back here to learn. Yeah. Because he said he did a research. So really you're not doing research, you're speaking.
Oh, Madison?
No, not Madison, Bobby. He said he did not do research first. Yeah. So that's what I say. He did a research now. We got to bring on Fred out of where, let it come and see whether the board has the right or not to impeach or to remove the election commissioner. Yeah. All right. But if nothing else to be discussed, then we can end the show so that we can put ourselves together for Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Monday we shall come up with the Constitution, right? The draft Constitution by
draft Constitution.
Yeah.
Okay. But Yeah, I don't see no proceeding.
Oh, but so where Bobby took the proceeding from?
Yeah, I guess I was trying to go to the boardroom, what the boardroom have proceeding.
Well, first of all, you got to take your time, go through it. But I don't know where Bobby took information from. And he doesn't have the board rule. So what is he speaking from experience? So if there's a procedure, who's supposed to tell you about the procedure? Who on the board that told you, oh, they didn't follow the
The
procedure?
only thing I see, the senior I've been seeing here, what I see in the boardroom, all impeachment must be by two-thirds majority of the vote.
Yeah, that's it.
All impeachment proceeding shall be presided over by the board chairman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where the board chairman is being impeached, an impeachment committee shall be appointed by the sanction by and sanctioned by a vote of active members, chapters present. You see it? The only territory committee, impeachment committee, is when the board chairman is impeached. But the board chairman is there. So why the kind of committee they don't? I don't know what committee they call.
But that's why I say I don't argue on that because it does not have the board rule. So how can I got the board rule and you don't have it? So should I argue with you? No.
So what I'm saying here tonight.
It's like wasting your breath.
Yeah. You cannot say the person is doing wrong thing when you don't even know the right thing. Where is the right thing?
But that's what I said. I cannot sit in my corner here and contemplate what the board is doing because I'm not on the board. And what the board is doing, they are not broadcasting for all the others to see what they are doing. So they just conclude that they are not following the rightful procedure. It's just an error on our part. Yeah. So I cannot argue with him. And Bobby, do you have the board rule? No. So then your argument is based on what? You said experience. So me, I don't got a lot of experience. Well, so I said, oh, yeah. Well, in Dolokin, what we should do, like experience. No. I'm not arguing that. Yeah. So saying say Honorable William Clay is on. Somebody showed that they we didn't invite Honorable Clay. Then he come over to so you tell he don't experience.
Yeah. You see, I went straight to impeachment, which is Article 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I went straight to go read on the impeachment, and there's no procedures there in the boardroom. When you go in the Constitution, there get no impeachment procedures there in the Constitution. So where is the procedure you're talking about? The board did not follow.
Well, for me, I don't argue on things like that because I don't know where you're speaking from. I was like, where are you speaking from? This is from experience. And these are the things that happen. Oh yeah, people on the board, they did, they died, they let me go on. You don't get right, you don't do that. I say I agree. Yeah, but because when you call someone and say, well, where are you speaking from? You don't have the Constitution. But you're looking at the sky and speak. Yeah. The next you say, oh, and maybe as a voter, they don't let somebody, they did. Okay, I agree. These are all speculation, and I don't follow speculation.
They are not doing justice to the people here.
Yeah. You cannot advocate for people.
The people that are going out there and saying that the board did not follow the rule, the impeachment rule or procedure, let them show all the procedure. Because in the Constitution, there's no procedure there how to impeach. I just read the board rule just now again. I don't see any procedure in the board rule how to impeach.
No, maybe it's somewhere.
The board violated, I won't see it.
But the message does not have the board rule, so and you just try to get the Constitution.
So where is the rule? They challenging the board and the board for the only thing I know is that the Constitution says there must be two-thirds majority to impeach anybody.
Yeah.
And it's based on the Constitution for which I'm asking and calling on the board to give all the chapter that were present that form the two-thirds majority.
First of all, yeah, but you got to get the quorum of the people that are there because anytime you take decision. So
they don't take decision. That's the rules. That's what I know about what in fact what I'm calling for.
Yeah.
But to say, oh, the procedure, they got to go to, I don't say,
ethics committee.
So please show it to me in the Constitution. Which part of the Constitution are talking about grievances committee?
But who is saying that he does not have copy? I'm the former board member. He does not have copy of that, and he's speaking from the board rules. How can you speak about the board rule like you don't have Bible? They say quoting Bible. So when I ask you, say which of the Bible are you talking about? The King James version or which one? Old Testament or New Testament? You cannot just look in the sky and say things.
I want to thank you very much, Mr. Sadie, at least for giving in the board rule, because I was then, kind of confused. I thought there was a rule somewhere that the board violated. I said, no, I won't see the board rule.
Well, thank God, at least you are getting some of the information, and I'm sure since I'm on the platform with you, what I don't know it. But when it comes to GGAA, I only follow the Constitution. Yes. When it comes to the Bogart rules, when it comes to South Dakota, we have our Constitution. But most of us, we talk without doing research. That's the problem we have. That's the problem.
And for me, anybody who say the right thing, I will agree with you. Especially when it's constitutional, I will not go and lie about it.
No.
Gesson said on Daniel Freeborn show that insubordination, it is not an impeachable offense according to our constitution. Gesson is right.
Mm-hmm.
Insubordination is not impeachable offense.
Yes.
So I can't go and lie and say, oh, you lying. It is. It is. I can't show which part of the constitution that say it. So I will go say that true.
But when it comes to gross ineptitude, yes.
But ineptitude, it is. And the board quoted ineptitude, you find a quoted chapter or Article 5, Chapter 3G.
Yes.
In our letter.
G and
yes.
I think G and R, F, all of them. Yes.
They quoted everything there. Then they went down and they started explaining the reason why they impeached and removed them. They quoted number 1, ineptitude.
Yes.
It is constitutional. It's one of the offenses that they can impeach you for according to the Constitution.
Yep.
Yes, he did not talk about that one there.
No.
Today on the show. He did not.
Because he wants to buy sentiments.
So
he's
trying to fuel some things in the community. Mm-hmm. My brother, Mr. Tony now, he's carrying it.
Yeah.
That all the poor use, things that are in the Constitution to remove the people. It's false. It's a lie. I'm not saying the board did not use it, but the board also use constitutional thing. So there are two reasons they gave. One is unconstitutional, the other one is constitutional. Why you can't say it?
Because the thing is that the board told us, yeah, please go and do this. And they said, we don't do it. We are not answerable to you. We are independent. Yeah, that's what it said. Yeah. We are independent. So now, if you are independent, then when you take money from your election commission, then go and lobby to get your own money to run your independent election commission.
When we come to this discourse, we have to give the full truth. We should not give half truth. Let us give the full truth. Today they question me up and down. You think they both right for them to do what they did? Then when they go no, Mr. Tony, then I go around the board. But today he telling us, yeah, the board right. I agree, the board is right to impede. The board got it right to impede to do. But the way they did it,
wait. Do you know the way? Were you there and they did a way?
What is the way that they did it? Mm-hmm. Is it way that you want them to be for them to do it? Is it constitutional? Show me in the Constitution. They say, oh, when you want MP, you must go to call the president, and the president sit down with the board, and the board take 2 people and put 5. I mean, show all the way they want to do it. And you said they didn't go by that way. Where is the way according to the Constitution? I tell you the way was in the board rule. I asked my friend, I said, send me the board rule. Let me see. Maybe the way they're talking about the board did not go about. Go away. It's in the board rule. I don't see anything in the Constitution about how to impeach. So maybe in the board rules. I just went through the impeachment under the board rule. I don't see anything there.
And I can assure you that beside the recent people they appointed to be on the board, the old board members share the Constitution of GGAA, the board rules of everybody. Everybody. Yeah. So any grandmother, I'll call it, board member will come and say, I don't know the constitution. Say, well, James said, say, share with you. So like Bobby, at least you got a GGA constitution, will send the board rules to you.
We'll send a board rule to you.
So when you come into the platform, you do research before coming here. I want you to look in the sky to say things that is, the man is educated. Why are you misleading our people? You cannot mislead anybody. It's not about, oh, I like people in the election commission or I hate them. I like people that vote or I hate them. But what is right, let put right where it belongs. That's it.
So we don't want to misinform our people.
Yeah.
The reason why Real Talk is here is to give the people the true information as to how things are and how they're supposed to be. When things are not right, we'll be bold enough to say it. That's what we are here for. We're not here to cook. You know.
And at the same time, we are encouraging our community members. Nobody going to disrespect you. You are welcome to the platform. You don't have to pay money to come here. We are here to share knowledge with you. No pay money. Like you want to go on Spoon TV in Liberia, you got to pay money. No, for us, we don't pay money. Please come, let's share knowledge. And when you come with your knowledge, if you don't have the constitution, give me your email and I'll send it to you. So that when you're speaking, you know what you're talking. Because we don't want to stay in America 20 years. Then when you're talking, they say, oh, dog. Oh, you could be here. Because quickly, that play local and prison used to cover way by for the land with them. And I play with all the years. So if you know, you don't know anything about the constitution, then you send down to your area. Everybody get their own area. But if you think you have a little idea, you can read and write, then come. The one you don't understand, we get ain't no help to share knowledge. We are not going to teach you, but we'll share knowledge. Why I don't know, you show to me. What you don't know, I show to you. Don't move on. So
What?
we're asking, but you know to come.
Now they are calling other people, they are calling the people that are being appointed by the board. The new commissioners now, 2 persons have resigned.
Who are?
Matthew White has resigned.
You got a letter?
I saw a text. I think he text group chat,
Okay.
Yeah, he's not going there because he's on Ida Paul's team.
All right, then who's the next person?
Beatrice Swain.
Yeah, Swan Hensford. I see people.
Yeah, Beatrice Swain Hensford has written the board.
Okay.
That she's a manager, a team manager for Ida Paul.
Good.
So it will be a conflict of interest if she serves on the election commission.
Okay. So both still got opportunity to appoint new people.
So the election commission now is looking for 2 more persons.
Yeah.
I mean, the election commission now, the board is looking for 2 more persons to add to the other.
But what about the problem they have with Eric T? They said he been saying former vice president to eat a presidential bid.
Yeah, that was 4 years ago when Eric T was part of Ili's poor team.
Okay.
But when Ili started her campaign, she did not put Eric on her team. The first person she put on her team to be vice president was this guy who was denied by the election commission, by the former election commission.
Yeah.
So since then, if Eric was part of Ili's team, I think Ili would have brought Eric in, sending people disqualify the other fellow, but she didn't do that because Eric is not on her team this time. 4 years ago, Eric was on her team, but now Eric is not on her team. So she moved, she elevated the person who was serving or the secretarial aspiring on her team to the vice presidential aspiring position.
Yeah.
So Eric is not part of the POAS team.
And you got anybody in the back?
And no. And we have not heard. We have not heard anybody, talking about. I mean, we haven't heard anything from Eric to say he doesn't want to be or he wants to be. And the other lady, do you know the other lady?
Another lady where?
The other lady that was appointed. I said that is why Delane something, right?
Oh, Darlene Brown.
Darlene Brown. Okay, we have not heard from her. She and Heritage, I think, Salem made consent, so I think they they accepted their position,
Yes.
their appointment, so to speak. So they will be joining the chair lady of the election commission to move forward with the election. But I really want to emphasize the reason why we are always off on Sunday, but the falsehood that was spewed today by the former Commissioner Gibson Jeru, make us to come on here today because we were on that show and we agree with former Commissioner Jeru that it is unconstitutional to impeach somebody for insubordination. Other people misunderstood what we said, and they said that we agree with the former commission that the board does not, have the right and this, that, and what have you. So we want to say here that former Commissioner Jeru was not sincere in what he spewed out there. Why it is true that the board used insubordination, the board also cited ineptitude, which is constitutional.
Yeah.
But he did not say it. He said everything the board put against them for impeaching them is wrong. That's what he said. And we want to respectfully disagree with Mr. Jeru tonight that it is misleading, it is unfounded, and baseless.
Somebody join us?
No.
Okay.
Mr. Jeru did not tell the full truth. He just told half truth.
Yeah.
Not only that,
somebody send a text.
Not only that, Mr. Jeru said they did not follow the procedure of impeachment. Now, they were confused today.
Yeah.
When he said he did not follow the procedure. And he asked me, so say he did not follow, so the people did not follow the procedure, are they right or this? I said, well, I don't know what you're talking about, follow the procedure. Where is the procedure that the board supposed to follow? Please show it to me. I didn't see any procedure in the Constitution that someone's supposed to follow. So I thought it was in the board's rule. No. But I just checked the board's rule. There's no layout procedure in impeachment. They only said the impeachment should be overseen or should be chaired by the chairperson of the board. But if the board chairman is impeached, then a committee will be set up to have the new person who will chair the committee. Yeah. So that's the only thing that is said about committee on impeachment. So where is the layout rule of impeachment procedure that these guys are talking about?
They take them from the sky. They're trying to buy something.
Their own feelings and perception into things about we don't want to do. That's why we formed this show, to be able to give the people the truth as per our constitution, our laid down rules that we're all supposed to follow.
Yeah.
Nobody should lie to you that there's a rule out there that the board did not follow. The only thing that the board supposed to follow that what we're asking for. The board, the board supposed to have to tell majority. They must have a quorum. Now, quorum is formed from the active chapter. Yes, we have 23 chapters, but all the 23 chapters are not active.
Yep.
Mr. City, yes, calculator here tonight, we have 14 chapters active. So we'll get 28 persons. There are 2 persons per each chapter supposed to be in our meeting. But even if they are absent, at least they must have 18 persons there before they take any decision. These are things we want to check. That's a constitutional prerequisite, that you must have to impeach somebody. Now, what I know about according to the Constitution, but the other one they keep taking from the air or from the sky. I don't want to put myself in that one because I don't see any part of our rules that talk about those things. The thing that our rules talk about that what I continue to hold the board.
Okay, no, and another thing, then mind is that what we used to do on the board is that about they say chapter president. They say the 2 persons you be present. South Dakota, what are you been to that chapter? You understand?
What do you mean?
We got to both so
For each chapter.
Dakota should be present. The chapter should be present, but not 2 of them.
Oh, so any one of the two.
Of the chapter present.
Okay. Now
Yes.
you see again.
Yeah,
That's
so
another thing.
it's only two. No, that ain't. But it's South Dakota got 2, but when one person represent, they count the chapter. How many chapter present?
Okay, so that we got 14 chapters to
Yeah.
10 of the chapters.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That chapter, the people that are present.
Okay, you see that?
Mhm.
So that's why we want to hold the boards too.
So out of the 14 to
It
10 or
should be
14.
9.
Yeah.
It should be 9 chapters.
So when that chapter end up together, including the board chairman, they take decision.
They can take decision.
Yeah. So you don't have to
see
be
it?
all the way 21 or 28 or no.
So you see
But
it? You see it
we
right
don't
there?
understand all those in there. But in the board rules, next time we'll come out, we'll just go over a little bit for people to understand it. But the other thing people don't understand, say, oh, the boy don't get no power to do that. Oh, the boy is this. Oh, the boy, yeah, they hit the other person, yeah, they hit the back.
The people
That was
in
it.
the other corner, listening to somebody saying, yeah, 5%, yeah, when say that somewhere, yeah, impeach the people. 5%, yeah, go so and impeach the people. Now what they say?
5 plus 4, that 9, they can take
That's
decision.
9.
Yeah.
And
When
9
they do that,
chapters.
they say, oh, no, they lie. It's about chapter. They ain't talk about pure. Okay, so let's assume that we have maybe 22 chapters times 2. For the 4 human being will be present before you take decision? No. Any chapter that is present to 10 of that chapter, they take a vote.
They take a vote.
Mhm.
So there where we go.
All right, but it's nothing else. We can,
So that's it. We got to close now, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for today. Monday will come out with the Constitution. And
Yes.
with a little thing, we are not seeing people then Constitution that I think they'll run away.